syntax, and then the echo command. How to write a PHP code? A PHP code starts like this. Okay, you have a less sign, question mark, then PHP, question mark, and then greater sign. Okay, some server, since we're using exam, it allows you to eliminate the PHP, whereas for any other packages you will have to include the PHP. Right, let me show you now what you have to do. So first of all, you have to go to my computer, you go to hard disk, and then the exam folder. You go to htdocs, you'll have to save all your workings over here. If you're working on a web project, you store it there, right? So when you store it here, you give it a folder. So here it's syntax and echo. Right. So this will be saved over here. Right. Next, you open your Notepad++, will start coding. Right. So, like I said, any PHP code starts like this. Sorry. Right. And you will have your line of codes over here. Now, since this is a blank line code, you go and save it over here. Nothing should appear on the screen. Right. So you go to htdocs, syntax, and echo, and put it as blank, okay, .php, okay, blind.php. Save it here, syntax and echo. Okay, now to access this page, you go to http://localhost, and you will have to include the folder. Let me name it as syntax for simplicity. Okay, so you go and put on syntax. Okay, then you can click on blind.php, nothing will appear. You can also include HTML and PHP code using HTML tag. So you will have your HTML tag, and in between your body you will have the PHP. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, you will have your HTML code over here, your head tag. If you don't know about basic HTML, you just go to my basic HTML tutorial. You will learn about the different tags that actually exist. Right? So in between here you have your respective code for executing the PHP code. Right? And then you saved it. Save it on the example htdocs. It's on syntax. Right, so you go not over here but over here, you click back, you refresh the page, you will have this, you click on this one. Now, if you remove one of the less and question mark sign, you will have a path error. So you will need to open and close it. Right? Same as nesting in HTML, what is opening, you have to close it. It's very clearly seen on line 9. Okay, so on line 9 you can easily get comments in PHP is the same as C programming language. What you have to do is put it in this form. Okay, so let me show you this. Okay, so how to include comment, you just put it in this form. Hello, this is my first comment. What is a comment? A comment allows you to understand code along, and it is very easy for debugging process. Again, for testing processes. If you have learned about software engineering, you will know about traceability, requirements traceability, which is used to actually trace. If you're making a large web application, then traceability is something very important. So I'm not going to discuss about software engineering over here. So hello, this is a comment. This is also a way of introducing comment, but it applies on one line. This is one. command line, but if you put down over here it will not be executed, right? So you can easily execute this line of code by refreshing the page here. So you go to comment.php over here, nothing will appear. You can also print, not only print, but display something on the screen, I mean on your web page, using the echo command. Again, this should be between your PHP block, and you put in echo. So the echo command is used to do it. And you can also concatenate. Concatenate means joining two strings. Okay, this is a string over here. This one also is another string, so you can concatenate it with another string like this. And don't forget the semicolon. The semicolon in any line of code should be there. Obviously you can include this in between HTML codes, right? You can just go over here, click back at the page, it will be displayed. Okay, I'm going to show you how to put it on two different lines. You can also make use of the print command. The print command is the same as echo, so you can make use of the print command to print something on the screen or display. Okay, so you may make use of the print command. So you say print alpha, it will print something out for you, and it functions the same way as echo. Right, so alpha. You can also include a HTML tag in between your echo. It will render it same as simple HTML, but make sure you use HTML tags in between. That is, you start with an HTML, you end with an HTML tag, right? That is opening. And you can also include tags like I've said over here. You can input a break tag in between that will cause it to change line when rendering it. Right, now you will remark one thing. Okay, it's not breaking in the line. Why? So let's see the difference. Okay, I have now included a break tag in between that doesn't render at all. There is a problem using the break tag. Actually, a friend actually showed me this some days back. So the solution for this problem is you just need to close in over here. Right, you open your PHP over here. Right, two different PHP opening and closing, and just you put your break tag over here. This can also be done. Still, it doesn't render it. Sorry, my fault. Now it will handle it. Right, otherwise my fault. It really works. You can concatenate it here. You can include it here. In fact, I was opening echo.php, but never mind. Errors do happen. We are human beings. Right, and you can also include h1 tag in between here, or you can do it the way I have shown you. You open your PHP and then close the PHP. Maybe some browsers doesn't handle the break line. Okay, it will handle it as an h1 tag. Okay, so overall this is a basic syntax of PHP, how to place command, how to include tags using PHP, and how to concatenate also two strings. You can concatenate also a variable over here using print, I think. Let's try this using print and say. Actually, you will have a problem when you. Okay, if you try to concatenate a number with this, it will render this error. That is on line 10. Actually, you will have to change it as a string, right? I will show you some basic function how to convert to string later on. Then it will actually render it for you. Alright, so thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please pay attention to the break code because some browsers renders it and some doesn't renders it. And obviously don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and the next tutorial will be maybe on variables.